Art met spirit. And Mahalia, born in the black church and understands call and response, said, tell him about the dream, Martin. And that's when he turns away from the written word and is inspired in real time the way poets and prophets are. And then he began to do this thing that preachers do all the time. We all got something in the bag that we've said before. And he pulls it out. And he'd given that run before. But it comes alive in that moment where spirit and art meet culture in order to produce change. I mean, Mahalia just yelled back at him and changed history. And let us not forget, since I've gone down this road, that he first heard that refrain, I have a dream, from another black woman, preacher, who was just barely finding her words. She was just a young woman, pray for your home, whom I did get the honor to know in the 90s. She's long since passed into the light, praying a prayer at a rally where a church in Terrell, Georgia had been burned down to the ground. And in that rally, they called on a young college student whose mama kept telling her, like John Lewis's mother, to stay out of the way. Don't get in trouble. She discovered good trouble, and she was just praying. And then she was praying aloud with the refrain that preachers sometimes have, and they're praying and they say the same thing over and over and over again. It's deeper and deeper in the spirit. She was saying out loud to God, I have a dream, I have a dream. And the preacher heard something that he could use. Where would we be without the artists? Where would we be without the women? Yeah. So here we are, and speaking of women, the great change maker, if tenacity were a person, her name would be Opal Lee. Come on, give her a great big round. Come on, she deserves better than that. If perseverance, tenacity, commitment over time, the ability to see stuff that other folk can't even imagine and to keep fighting when you don't have any reason to think it could ever happen. That's Opal Lee. She was fighting for Juneteenth before you even heard what Juneteenth was. And here we are. And how blessed you are to live to see the dream. I was deeply honored. I have that photograph in my office. As I think about it, it is the first time that I have had the honor, and I hope to have many, many more opportunities, standing behind the president. Or, well, I won't go there. Standing behind the president. At the desk as he signed legislation into law, and there he was. And there you were, and the vice president, all of us standing there. And I got that pen. I know you have one. You did get a pen, right? You got a pen? All right, now that I know that you have one, I don't mind saying that if you didn't have one, I'd give you mine.
I go to St. Luke, so when you came and sat down with Pastor Butler, that was such an amazing conversation. So thank you for coming and visiting our church. Yes, ma'am. And the Walk for Freedom, the first time I got a chance to go was this year. So I was at the fair.
And next year.
It was amazing.
And the next one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you've done. A pleasure to coordinate with you. All right, you want to?
My name's Devon Marque Hall.
Come into
Devon Marque Hall, check this out. I had the opportunity to meet you when you were in Wilmington, Delaware. I was busy being sad and mad and angry about an election that I didn't.
Did you know?
Yeah. I was a little bit depressed, and our councilman, Sugar Congo, he sent me a message. It's a hard fight.
Sure it is. Ain't nothing given to us. And you don't need to be no 50 years getting something done like that. You can do it.
Facts.
Take this picture.
Yes.
But you did the work to get us all there. So thank you. For helping us to remember so that we might move forward. So the movement continues, the struggle continues in this